Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
We got this. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma go out one for the sake, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Get the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Watch out. Tighty rock,
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action, rolling to his right. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield now from the 50. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago. And he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete to number
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, They've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. On first and 10, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Jaguars 7, Browns 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
First and 10.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning up.
Under a heavy rush. possession. Down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Carry, he loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
7-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 28-yard line.
defense. Let's get out the field. Defense. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He was calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 43-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carried by.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
To Nick Chubb.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st down, Cleveland.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 28. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff working right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. .37 yards on the punt with no return.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They run again on first down. Chubb. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
He was covered by...
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Down, Browns.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to